Hello, welcome. Welcome to Money Mamas Live. This is another episode of your favorite Tuesday afternoon show. I'm Erin Smilkstein, and I am finishing lunch, which is totally professional, and getting ready to dive into the good, the bad, and the ugly. There are some ugly this week. One of my favorite Revshares is gone. Actually, quite a few of them. It's been not a good week for Revshares and online money, and I know a lot of people are frustrated a lot. So let's look at what's going on. And then we're going to talk about CrowdRising because I still want people to feel really good about CrowdRising. I also have something else to share that could potentially be really interesting, but I'm actually only going to do it in person. So if you want to know about something that's similar to Flip the Seeds, but it's not, and it seems a bit more secure, it's been around for 4 years. They have actual investment and trading strategies, and you get a spreadsheet showing everything you're going to get. And it's long term. So this is not a HYIP, high yield. What is it? High yield investment program? No. You do get money back, but it takes a while. Like most things, it takes a while. It's not instant. So I am doing a little bit of research, see if I can get some more information for you before I share. But if you want to know what I'm talking about and get in earlier, $100 minimum, but your $100 will give you back $5,000 in a year. Yeah, so it takes a year, but you could put in 100 and then 100 more and then 100 more as you can, and just let it keep writing. And, this is basically your $300. Let's say you did that, would end up giving you, the spreadsheet showed about $5,800 per $100. So it's interesting. Let's definitely say that. Definitely interesting. So let's dive into our review. Hold on. My board is not responding. Respond. There we go. Our review, and I hope everything works today. Let's make sure. Great, great, great. So I am very happy. Let's see. No, it's not. Let me figure out what's going on. It is broadcasting. Present to everyone. Present to everyone. Oh, okay. Okay, this might do it. No. Present to everyone. Let's see. You might be able to see me. Let's see what happens. Let's see if my letters are going to stay on here today. Last time it was erasing everything. It was really annoying. Okay. So let's move on. Today, let's do a quick review of what's going on. My room seems really quiet today, like, that calm before the storm kind of feeling. It's a little weird. Okay, what do we have? What do we have going on? We have URS, Ultimate Revshare, TNT. Switch my color. TNT, URS. There is Uni. My Paying Ads. Fort Ad Pays. EFT, which is one of the top ones. And, Freedom 5. And let's not forget, it's all in its own category. Way over here. FTS. Okay, so let me give you a little update on what's going on in all these different areas. First of all, we have to say goodbye to somebody. This one sucked. Okay? It just straight out sucked. It came in strong and then they just, I'm very upset. URS is gone. It gets a total frowny face. TNT, they're still going. I think they're going to be around a while, and I'll tell you why, because it's slow, so slow. You have to have a minimum of $100 in your earning in order to take a withdrawal, which means you could let that money sit there in your earning and compile daily. But if you think about it, if it's a 2% per day earning up to, what is that, 150%? 2% a day, and you need to get $100 in your earning, but that also means that $100 is going to go into your repurchase, which means every day you need to be earning $200, and that's going to be 2% of what? 200 is 2% of, no, of 10,000. Yep, 2% of 10,000. So you got to have $10,000 in active shares before you can start, and before you have enough to take that $100 out of your earnings. That's if you want to do this daily. If you want to let it compile, so you make $5 a day, you want to let it sit for 20 days and then take out 100, sure, you could do that. But remember, that means like you're going to have $5 here and $5 here. Right now, when I just looked, my my earnings, because I forgot to click ads yesterday, my earnings had $2 in it, and my repurchase had 24. So actually, now that I think about it, I think it's more like a 30-70 split, which is even kind of worse. Okay, hold on. I did not want to erase everything. I'm going to put this back up here. URS, forget you. You are done. RIP. And we are on TNT. Okay, if it's actually a 30-70 split, so to have $100 here, which is 30% of what? 300. So you have to have about 210 here. Something like that. Let's do it that way. That's not quite 30. So anyway, you need to be making $300 a day, and 300 is 2% of, still like, I'm not doing the math quite right. 6, it's more. 2% of 10,000, 20,000, something like that. I should get my calculator. I should get my calculator. Okay, hold on. Let's just do this. Just so we can be accurate, because why not? Okay, so 100 divided by 0.02. 100 is 2% of 5,000. You need about 15,000 in active shares before you can start taking money out. Okay, that's what I meant to say, 15,000 in active shares. So I'm going to give this a smile, but it's going to take a while. I put in $100, I think, and so I'm just building off that 100. Yes, it's earning every day, but it's going to be a slow build before I can actually take any money out. Okay, who is next? Uni. Uni actually just had some issues and they reset. So they are kind of neutral right now. We're going to have to see what happens. URS went from their neutral to their frown. They're done. They're done. They closed doors. I'm really kind of PO'd about that one. F5, okay. That one started off like a bang. Right now, I think it's still going to be okay, but their site is down. It's been down for at least 2 days. They have some major coding issues. I don't think that's going to affect them long-term because they have been strategically planning, but like any of these things, they run into trouble and then they don't, they have to adjust. That's not bad. So they don't get frowny, but they have to adjust. And who else? Oh, MPA, you know what? Still awesome. And FAP, they're still going. I'm actually making a steady amount per day now, so I'm growing and growing. I probably could take out, it looks like $10 to $12 a day. I don't know. I haven't looked at their update lately to know if they are allowing you to take more than $10 out a day, but I'm just letting it ride. They're doing something, and in 3 to 4 months, they're going to have their own bank. Not sure what that means, but they are opening up a bank so that they don't have to deal with processors anymore. And somehow we're all going to have our money in the bank, and then that should make everything much smoother because they're not going to have to work about processors. What would be really smart, and I'm sure this is happening, is if they open a bank, they can get the other rev shares to use their bank for all of these transactions, and like they'll make more money. The rev shares will be safer because what happened to URS2, Payza froze their accounts. Payza froze their money coming in for 180 days. And then they had too many disputes because people get upset, they get freaked out, they do disputes. And then they can't access the money for the next 6 months. Same what happened to MPA. So that killed URS. It's done. So, okay. I have not heard great. I am not funding in, it's called EFS. What I will tell you, remember that EFS, which is Entrepreneurs Financial Shares. I don't remember. EFS was the one that was from Tom of Flip the Seeds. Tom is no longer involved in it. There's a mystery man. Are you telling me I can't write anymore? There's a mystery man that is involved with EFS, and not quite sure who he is, but he says he has a lot of money and he's going to keep it strong. I've seen things like withdrawals, people posting that their withdrawals are getting canceled before they get their money. I don't know. I'm going to have to give that one a neutral. And finally, let's talk about our good friend, Flip the Seeds. Okay. So far, what's happening with our seeds are, for me, my due date is in about, what's today? The 14th? 14 days, exactly 2 weeks. I have 2 weeks until I am supposed to get paid. That will be 8 weeks. They have refunded people who asked for refunds. However, I know for a fact they haven't refunded everybody, but refunds are coming. New business manager team was brought in to help with the business. Tom is no longer in the rev share, which means he's supposed to focus all his time over here. I am not sure. I'm not sure what's going on. The reason I'm not sure is because there are conflicting pieces of information that come out. So on one hand, we have this business manager that won't show her face, and we're not allowed to know who she actually is, even though we're told who she is. It's very hard to trust somebody on this online industry if you don't have like a face to look at. So we're not getting that information. However, we are being told that people are getting their refunds. And I do have confirmation of 3 people who got the refunds, and confirmation from somebody, or 2 people who they did not get the refunds yet. They're still waiting. But I know some people have. Now, the other thing that's happening is we don't know who's getting actually paid out. And hopefully that's coming. There's still a lot of things being stalled, a lot of things being said, like they need to put in different processes and make things work better, but I don't know yet. So I am just going to stay neutral on this one. I can't say whether or not it's totally legit or not. In 2 weeks, I hope to tell you very, very thumbs up, like this is the best one, it's working. But remember, I mentioned a new opportunity. You need to call me or like email me or text me or Facebook message me. What else did I say? Email. You need to get in touch with me in order to find out this new opportunity. New opportunity. And like I said, it's not going to be quick. But they have a calendar, a spreadsheet that you get with, like, it's called a contract on the top. I have seen it. I want to see how the money is made, and if you're able to get your money out. I mean, you're putting money in, and it could be $100, it could be $1,000, whatever it is. You put your money in, and then you let it sit and reinvest and earn the interest and all that for like a year. So on your $100, you'll get $5,800 back in a year. That's a long time to wait. It says you can start taking money out after the first month, but like on $100, your first month is going to be 20%. So about $20. But you're supposed to put that back in, and then the next month get 40%, like that. It looks pretty good, but again, if you want to know more, get in touch with me directly, because I'm not going to spread anything out yet. I'm not going to say anything yet about this, but it is another opportunity. We're all a little, I guess, shell-shocked, where I think a lot of people are just like done with this online stuff. There's been so many that have gone downhill lately. Pretty sad, pretty sad. So let's talk about the next best thing. What's going on? I'm going to make a cloud to write on. Isn't this fun? We're going to draw over here on this cloud. Okay. So what is this thing? This thing is CrowdRising. CrowdRising grew by 100 members like over the weekend. When I started, there was less, I think there was like 1,000 members, and now there's 6,000. It's growing very quickly. What's happening is there's two things you need to do. One, I always say two, and I should really say three. One is make your account. Two, you put in $20. Seriously, that's it, $20. And three, you invite 5 people to do the same thing. This part's important. If you're not doing this part, you're going to be sitting for quite a while waiting for things to happen to you. If you come in and you know you have to invite 5 people, and you're willing to invite 5 people and have them do step 1, step 2, and step 3, you are going to make $100 in a week and probably $1,000 in the next week. But everybody has to work together, and you have to do the 5 people thing. You just have to do 5 people. So if you're waiting for someone else to like do something for you, and there is this option where you don't have to do anything, you just wait, and these 5 people will come to you. But I cannot tell you how long you're going to wait. I don't know. If you invite 5 people and you do this, you do these 3 things in this system, you are going to make money. I cannot guarantee that, but the way the system is working, if you do these 3 things and your people do these 3 things, then you are going to make money. That's how this works. You can't lose money if you follow these steps. The problem is when people don't follow the steps, or when they invite people in and then they don't follow the steps. So you want to be very clear about what the steps are. Like, look, this isn't heavy recruiting. You're not going to make, well, actually you will make more by inviting more people, but it all works out for everyone. So let's look at what I'm talking about. What do I mean this works out for everyone? Let's go to the presentation. I'm going to do a screen switch here. Hold on. 1 second. Let's go to the presentation. That's what I should say. Go get the presentation. Here we go. All right. I'm going to view. Come on, come on, come on. Slideshow. There we go. From the presentation. Okay. Here we go. Thanks for bearing with me. I did it again this week. I admit it. I thought that the webinar was at 1, but I changed it to noon. I really have to get very used to this new noon time. Okay, let's do this. There we go. We should be sharing. Let me double check that the screen is actually sharing, because it's not going to do much good if you can't see what I see. I don't know what you see. You see this. Okay. Let's try that again. Jeez Louise. Sometimes you just have to wonder. Okay, there we go. Ta-da! Now I know you can see it. CrowdRising, peer-to-peer direct funding. Okay, so what goes on in this CrowdRising? I already told you the 3 things you have to do. You know what you have to do. I start with what you have to do so you can understand what you have to do, and then you can see the possibilities. Maybe that's backwards, but if you don't have a clear sense of what you're getting into, then it's not really very useful. So CrowdRising, here's what happens. There is no processor. There is no, you have your money go to a central business like in a Revshare, and then they give you the money back when it comes to maturity. No, this is peer-to-peer direct funding. Direct funding means that when you sign up, your $20 goes directly to another member. It goes directly to the person who invited you or to the person who is placed as your sponsor. Now, that may sound a little strange, but what you have to understand is this works on a 5 by 5 matrix. And matrix can be a little bit of a scary word, or like, ooh, a turnoff word for people when you're looking at these kind of systems. However, it's the best way to describe the model. It is not a matrix in that you are building, building, building. What you are doing is you are getting direct funding. That means when you come in and you pay your $20 and you donate to the person who is your sponsor, it goes directly to them. You will get a list of how they want to receive money, and you will use one of those modes. So you can put up to 15 different ways that you want to receive your donations when people step up in the system. You can do anything. It is not limited. I recommend Bitcoin, and I also recommend putting in perhaps a PayPal and maybe a Circle account and maybe a Cash.me account. Bitcoin is going to give you the best leverage. Even if you're not familiar with Bitcoin, there are trainings on that, but getting into this and using Bitcoin is going to give you the most opportunities for people to come in and help you and work towards their campaign by putting the funds directly to you. Basically, what I'm saying is more people across the world are using Bitcoin in these transactions. And so if you don't have Bitcoin, you could potentially get passed up for a donation. So when you come in and you invite your 5 people, those 5 people go directly under you. If you are under me, my 5 people, now anyone else that I bring in gets one of those people under them. Do you see? Does that make sense? Let's see. What if I turn on, let me turn on my screenwriting. I'm going to share desktop. It's a share of a share. So I can write on here because you know how much I like writing stuff. Okay, so here's you. And you've done your duty. You have paid the $20. You have given your donation to this person who was your sponsor. Now this person also has 5 other people. So guess how much they have made off the bat. Yep, 100. That should be a 1. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Here's you. You knew what you needed to do. You did step 1, you signed up for an account. You did step 2, you paid your 20. And now you're on step 3 and you're inviting your 5 people. Every time you invite your 5 people, you tell them to sign up for an account, get their account all settled, pay the $20. Well, guess who gets the $20? You. You get the 20. So that's how you make your first 100. When you get your 5 people, that's it. If you have told them and shared with them and educated them on what to do, they are now going to invite 5 people. And guess how much they get? Yeah, this person now made their first 100. And these people, if they all did what they're supposed to do and they invited their 5, then guess what? They made their 100. Now, here's where it gets wonderful. Let's say you invite a 6th person. You are not going to have a 6th person over here. Your 6th person is going to go somewhere under here. But again, if you educate them, they can give 20 here. And when they invite their 5 people, they will have their 100, and they are going to upgrade to the 2nd level because you cannot receive donations for a level above where you have stepped. You cannot receive donations to a level above where you have stepped. So now this person, they give 20 here, but they receive their 100. They want to step up. They are going to give you 40. And all of these people, when they are ready to step up, are going to give you 40. Now they are on level 2. So not only can they receive the $20 from their level 1, when their level 1 people do what they're supposed to and invite everybody, and then they do what they're supposed to, invite their 5 people, when these people step up, they're now paying this person 40. Get it? Now this person is going to get all their 40s, and they're going to want to step up to level 3 because now they want to get 60, and it goes on and on and on. This is pretty amazing how this works. Excuse me. But while every effort has been made to accurately represent the CrowdRising program and its potential, there is no guarantee that you will earn any donations when you join CrowdRising. Even though this industry is one of the few where one can write their own check in terms of earnings, we cannot assure that you will make money here. Examples and income projections in this video are not to be interpreted as a promise or guarantee of earnings. Earning potential is entirely dependent on the person utilizing the program, their strategies, tools, and resources. Your strategy is to invite 5 and to educate others to invite 5. If you are good with this strategy, when you do what I say, you will earn money. You will. How about that? If you sit there and say, well, I gave my 20, I did step 1 and step 2. If you do not do all 3 steps, which step 3 includes educating your 5 on how to come into the system and invite 5, then you are not going to earn. That's it. It's kind of dual. You either earn or you won't earn. That's it. Okay. Here's what happens. And very interesting. I actually wrote on the last slide without the pen. This was you when you came in. You're doing one of your 3 steps. And the $20 goes to the person who invited you or to the person that it was assigned you to be your sponsor. Now, when you are ready to move up to level 2, you are giving $40. And remember, you have already received all your level 1, so you have plenty of money to do the $40, and that's going to go to the person who invited the person who invited you. And that's how it works. So when you pay your 60, it goes to your level 3 person. So again, here, it goes to the person who invited the person who invited the person who invited you, and on and on and on. The biggest donation you make at this point is $990. However, by that point, if you notice, you could potentially, and this is potentially, have 9 million people under you. Now that seems ridiculous, doesn't it? But this can grow fairly quickly. I mean, right now the whole system has somewhere in between here. There's a lot more potential. Right now the system has just over 6,000 people. That means no one line is going to have 1 million people under it, right? We are all about, some people have moved up to level 10. Some people will have level 10 under them, but I don't think they are getting many of these donations yet. But with 6,000 people, you still can have about $625,000 come into you. Now, imagine you're like, well, there's no way you'll get up to there. Maybe not. But, there's billions of dollars that can be placed around here, and the most you're ever going to have to do is 990. These would be your total donations ever in the system. $20 is what comes out of your pocket. The rest of it can be self-funded back through the system. This works as quickly and as well as you are willing to work it. If you do your part and you invite your 5 people and you tell them all to invite their 5 people, you will be seeing these $40 donations come in. And if you have educated your 5 people well enough to educate their 5 people well enough to educate the next 5 people, they are going to want to donate too. And that's where the 60 comes in. You will get potentially 125 people sending you $60 each for a cool $7,500. So even at level 1, you're looking at $8,600 coming back to you for a $20 donation. That, my friends, is the potential. It's huge and it's almost ridiculous, right? It's almost ridiculous. But it's really important, like I said, that you need to be at a higher level than the people in your downline. And this is true because if you are here, let's say you did your 20 and you said, okay, I'm going to stay there. And you got your 5 people, great. And they all gave you their 20, good, good, good. So you have 100, so you have $80, you're positive $80, and they invite their people. Uh-oh, what if you just stayed at your level 1? Now this person down here, see them? They're really excited. So they give their 20, but they want to get up to level 2 right away. They want to give you 40. But since you never upgraded, it's going to skip you. Yep. That $40 is going to skip you. You won't get it because you never upgraded to level 1. So it would probably be in your best interest, even though you're at a net of 80 right now, to upgrade, have a net of 40, get that 40 back to you, now have 80, but have all these people, when they are ready to come up, also give you the 40. Now their 40s are all going to come to you too. That is the power. And that is why you want to step up to level 2, maybe level 3 if you can, kind of right away. Like just get yourself in the position so that when you have those antsy Nancys coming from under you, like you invited someone and they're really good at inviting people and they start filling those lines pretty quickly. If someone invites 20 people, what could they do for themselves? If they invite 20, they get their 5. And let's say they're really good and they understand and they told all their 5 people to do the 3 steps. And then they told all their 20 people to do their 3 steps. Well, these 5 are now going to start getting this person's spillover. Let me try to actually spell. Spillover. S-P-I. Spillover. Trying to talk and spell at the same time. Not great. Spillover. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. You can fill your people's lines with your spillover. But this person is still going to do their steps 1, 2, and 3, which means they are now going to be putting 5 people in somebody else's line. So you already have an automatic level 2 built in. Your 20 people got you pretty much guaranteed to have some level 2s coming in. That is great, isn't it? That is great. That is the power of how this works and how we all help each other and how it helps you to help others. So again, your first job is to sign up for an account, pay your $20, make sure to put in as many processors as you want, and invite 5 people, but educate them on the 3 steps so they know exactly what to do, and educate them to educate others. And now that they know that they have to do their 5, you are building a really, really strong team that everyone can benefit from when they do the work. This is powerful potential. And it is very well run. It is very, very transparent. You can easily get to the people in charge and talk to them, and they are extremely willing to help. Their motto is, it's time for the little guy to win. And we are all the little guy to them. Their goal is that nobody joins CrowdRising and gets left behind. They want people to succeed. When you join, and if you, here, let me put my link. I'll put my link here so you can have it. And it is HTTP, whoopsies, that should be a P. Oh, brother. Crowd. Oh, come on. Rising.net/ref/BizAaron. Are you surprised? No. BizAaron. When you do that, it's going to reassign you to somebody in my downline. If you do your steps, you make your account, you pay $20, and you invite 5 people, you are going to benefit. You are going to get your $100 very quickly, and you are going to educate people so that the person who now you're under has a level 2. And you're going to continue educating people so that we can build a huge team. This benefits everybody. Now, let me tell you the other interesting thing about joining under this is I am under some powerful people. So wherever I am in this line, you know, here, somewhere up here, I can't tell you exactly where, somewhere up here. And yeah, that's, you know, kind of a few steps down. However, somewhere up here is somebody bringing in thousands. Now, if I tell you that, you go, oh, good, I'm just going to sit back and do nothing. These are going to be like our frosting. This is the frosting on the cake that we are baking. I guess it's the icing. The icing on the cake. Geez Louise. Let's do the correct idiom. The icing on the cake. We will get these people passed to us. This guy's going to invite 1,000 people. Well, obviously you can only have 5 here, and they're going to keep trickling down. Eventually they will get to us, but we cannot sit and wait for the icing to come. We have to bake our cake now. So we got to bake our cake now. That means inviting people. If you need help bringing people in, invite them, send them to me, and I will help you close the deal. I will help you get them set up so that they are running smoothly and you are getting what you came in to get. Let me see if there's any other. Okay, so we did talk about this ridiculous $1 billion amount, but is there another slide? No, that's the end of the presentation. Okay, what have you learned here? People, what have you learned here? You have learned 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. Make your account. Do your first donation. This will put you at level 1. Optional would be to do level 2 right away at 40. And if you have it in you, to do level 3 at 60. You don't have to, though. You don't have to, but I would recommend doing level 1 and level 2. But your obligation is 20, level 1. And then your third thing is to educate and invite 5 people. And again, I will help you do this. Invite them to one of my fantastic webinars. Give them my name on Facebook. However, I can help you get your people excited and understand what to do. This is, it's like 90% the education part, 90%, because the invite is easy. You say, hey, do you want to join this thing? A lot of people, now I don't understand this, but a lot of people will come in, make an account, and let it expire. That's kind of an important point, actually. Your account will expire in 48 hours if you don't complete level 2. I'm sorry, step 2. You must step up to level 1 within 48 hours, or your account will be deactivated. You will no longer have an account. You will also not have access to your link to share to other people. Excuse me, you won't be able to share to other people. So, again, this will get you started. This will get you started. This is your step 1. Your step 2, $20. Step 3, invite 5 people. You can use the same link. However, why don't you use your own link? Once you get your 20 in, I will never see your 20, by the way. You're going to use my link. I will never see your 20 because I have my level 1 filled. My level 2 is getting there. I have people on level 3, level 4, and level 5. So I have a few people everywhere, but I will never see your $20. Somebody else will. I will see your $40 or your $60, depending where you get put, but you won't see my name to pay me directly for a little while. So once you get on, you're in. You're also in the spillover, the trickle down that I was talking about. You can also be in the trickle down. However, that's our icing. Let's bake our cake first so that when this comes in, this is like, woohoo, this is the ultimate. Here, we'll even give it a thumbs up. Thumbs up, yeah. Okay, that's CrowdRising. Let me come back on. If this wasn't the strangest presentation ever, don't keep my, yep, my camera's on. All right. That is what I want you to know about CrowdRising. That, my friends, is the power of working together. So I'm going to trash that. I'm going to put the link up here one more time. If you have questions, you should ask. You can ask me here. You can ask me under YouTube. You can ask me on Facebook. CrowdRising.net/ref/Biz Erin. All right. There you go. That is power. That is a very simple in. And if you can imagine all the ways that this can help you and help others, you are going to see the big potential here. This is not just about you. Now, the presentation was about you, but when you are bringing and inviting people and them on this system, you are bringing them a solution to their financial problems that they can come in for $20. It's also not that much work. They're not going to have to sit in an office for the next 40 years, 8 hours a day to make their money. They're going to have to talk to 5 people and educate 5 people and, basically become friends with 5 people that they can share this with. They and you can also bring them to me and I will become their friend and I will help them with the bigger picture. But think about people Let's say people staying at home who are already at home. They probably know 5 people or can find 5 people. They can find $20. That's like one fast food meal. That's, 3 Starbucks coffees, basically, maybe 4. 4 Starbucks. Let's call it four Starbucks coffees. Your $20, if you invite your 5 people and make your account, do step 1, 2, 3, you are going to have plenty more money to buy Starbucks. So this would be a really good diversion? No, divergent. This would be a really good place to divert those funds once. Yeah. Now, if you know students, people paying off student loans, they know plenty of people. This is a way to help them actually build some passive income in a very, very short amount of time in a very reasonable way and really help pay off those debts. This is how you can view this. This is a way to fund your life by helping others. The helping part is when you step up in the system, but by helping others and giving to others, you are going to receive back, tenfold, 100-fold. It all depends on you doing the 3 steps. You do the 3 steps, you educate people, and then we work to help everybody fulfill their steps. That is how we're going to help each other. That is how we are going to move forward in this in a very positive way and continue really expanding not only our own financial stability, but others too. Okay, I hope you have really learned something here today. I know I did. But anyway, I will see you next week on the next Money Mamas. And please get in touch with me wherever you can find me. Facebook, YouTube. You can email me if you know how to do that. I am here to help you succeed. I will help you get your people in, but you got to do that first step and invite them. Invite them, educate them, and I will help with the educate part. And we will grow this team beyond our wildest dreams. Okay? Bye.